Just wanted to ask you about how this year has felt. It seems like it's just challenging. You have games that get canceled. It's not available. It's hard to get into kind of a rhythm with your team.
You kind of broke up
your injury. How's this year all felt to you, just given all the challenges associated with it?
It's definitely far from a normal year, but it's all about. It's very challenging, but it's all about trying to stay focused and trying to finding ways to get better and fighting through adversity. That's really it. So I think we faced a lot of adversity this year. So I think we're gonna bounce back and we're gonna find a way.
Trevor Booth, go ahead.
Hey, Marcus, just kind of building off of that, you were one of 4 guys who played over 75 combined minutes last week, and your team obviously needed a lot out of you on both ends. How do you feel just about the individual responsibility you're carrying and how you're handling it?
It definitely wasn't easy, especially for me. I didn't play. It was my first games in a month or so. So just to come back like that and play a lot of those minutes, it was tough, but I know that's what we needed, and both of those games were very winnable games. So I felt like I'm proud of how we fought. I fought through all the adversity and having a depleted roster, but I feel like we battled it out both of those games. So we're gonna live with those results.
Michelle, go ahead.
I was kind of thinking the same thing. Obviously, you never like to lose, and it's UCLA and USC. But what positives can you take from that? And is there such a thing as moral victories and drawing some good things out of those 2 games?
Yeah, like you said, we're never gonna be comfortable or happy with a losing effort. But we struggled with a lot of effort problems we had this year, and I think we kind of corrected those these last 2 games. From what I've seen, all of us play hard. We just battled to the end, and unfortunately, those games didn't go our way. But I think we're definitely on to something, and we're just trying to get better every day.
Go Ethan, and then Hode, and then Jordan Spurgeon.
Hey, Marcus, you lead the team in rebounding right now. How do you feel about the team's rebounding in general outside of yourself?
I feel like we can definitely do better. We can definitely clean up, but we having already a small roster and being without our starting big man, Jalen Graham, it makes it even tougher on us. But rebounding it's not always about being how big you are. It's about really just going to get it, basically. So we can definitely do better in that department, and I feel like we will. We're working on it.
Marcus, do you feel that from the preseason until now, is there one specific skill set you think you really noticed a personal improvement on?
It's not. I don't know. It's a skill set, but this is my focus on the defensive end. Coming into college, everybody can play. Everybody can play, but everybody can put the ball in the basket. So you really have to lock in on both ends of the court. And I think I've got considerably better at that. And I'm just trying to keep growing as a player, becoming a complete player on both ends of the court, and just keep working every day.
Yeah, you touched a little bit there on your defense, Marcus. Can you tell us a little bit how you think you fit in that role? It seems like you're putting maybe an extra emphasis than maybe some even anticipated coming in.
Yeah, and like I said, that we've had problems with that this year as well, defensive issues, missing assignments and that kind of stuff. So it's a point in our practices to really try to lock in and just be on our stuff defensively. So coaches definitely made that a point in our practices, and we're working on it, and we're just gonna keep grinding at it.
Let's go Chris Farndorf, and then Michelle Gardner.
Hey, Marcus, staying on the topic of rebounding, as a team, you guys have been out rebounded in every game except one, what does that stat tell you, and how has the team come together and discussed the importance of team rebounding, like you were saying?
It tells us we just have to improve on that. That's all it really is, and we have to exert more effort and make second chance effort at getting defensive rebounds and crashing the offensive boards and that kind of thing. But like I said, Coach, yeah, he's definitely brought that to our attention as well. So, like I said, there's nothing much you can do but keep working at it and try to just max out your effort and rebounding in that department of the game.
Michelle, and then Paul Richardson.
Hey, Marcus, you missed 3 games, and obviously that was over quite a time span. And then the 2 games you had this week, was it hard for you to kind of get back in an offensive rhythm having missed that much time? And do you feel like those 2 games under your belt you'll be better off this week?
For sure. I think I had to knock a little rust off, but I feel like I played well considering the circumstances. Missing all that time. But yeah, I definitely think that those 2 games have helped me going into this week. I got my win back and a little bit more. I'm getting back comfortable in the offense and that kind of thing. So yeah, for sure, I think those 2 games will definitely help me in this weekend going forward.
Let's go Paul Richardson, and then back to Chris Farndorf.
Yeah, I know your coach has probably said, since everyone, excuse me, with the pandemic and everything is going through something similar, that, no one's going to feel sorry for the program when they play you. On the mental side, toughness-wise, how are you guys handling that, and how tough is it making you, knowing that, there's been a lot of adversity, but you still got to fight through that and try to find a way to win games?
Like I said, most people probably counted us out these last few games. Early, they probably thought we were going to lose by, I don't know how much, but I feel like we responded to all the adversity well, missing our leader, Remy Martin, a lot of key role players, Jalen Graham, Tayshaun, Jalen House. So I feel like we responded well. We battled it out all the way to the buzzer in both games. But you can win some, you're going to lose some. But if we battle like how we're supposed to, we'll be able to live with the results.
Chris, go ahead.
Hey, Marcus, like you said, just staying on the topic of all the absences. I know Coach Hurley has said pretty much anyone can step up as a leader, including Josh. You're the team's leading rebounder. Do you feel like you've kind of stepped up as a leader in the locker room and held your teammates accountable in terms of team rebounding as well?
That's one thing I'm working on, my leadership. I haven't been really a vocal guy, but the coaches I've talked to a few of the coaches, and they wanted me to step up and use my voice a lot more, and I'm working on it for sure every day. That's a focal point for me in practice, to make sure everybody can hear me. So yeah, I think anybody, like you said, anybody can be a leader in this locker room. So it's all about holding each other accountable and just being there for each other.
Michael Caratanudo, and if anybody else has any questions, put the hands up and we'll get you in.
Yeah, Marcus, to kind of piggyback off that too, within leadership, and obviously wanting to win games, but how do you feel that this will benefit the depth going forward as you guys go forward in the season?
Our team kind of has like a next man up mentality. So, when somebody falls out the lineup, which in this season it can happen at any time. I think we're a deep team, so we'll always have somebody to step up and take on the responsibilities of whoever left. And I just feel like we're one of the deeper teams in the conference, and we got a lot of opportunity. We just got to capitalize every day, get better every day, and I think we'll be
fine. Josh Iverson, you're up.
Hey, Marcus. Back to the mental side of things. How does that affect you, the up and down nature of kind of how this season has been, where, you might be going into a week planning on a certain opponent, planning on a certain game, then you find out a couple of days before, it's gone. I got to figure out a different way to kind of stay in game shape, stay ready for the next one. So how are you handling that?
It's kind of something that I'm used to now. I'm not surprised by any cancellations or anything postponements. So I'm just, doing what we can. We were working on what we can get better at. So there's a lot there we can get better at. So we're just playing it by ear every day. We're staying in shape. We're just staying ready so we don't have to get ready. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's mentally. It's a lot. It's a tough year for everybody. But I think the teams that figure out a way to stay locked in and stay focused over a period of time and through adversity, that's the team that's going to prevail in the end. So we just got to figure it out.